Welcome to saitechinfo, my dear friends. Today we are diving into an essential topic in surface preparation and industrial cleaning: degreasing formulation. Whether you are in manufacturing, automotive maintenance, or precision engineering, an effective degreasing solution is critical for ensuring clean and contaminant free surfaces before coating, painting, or further processing. Degreasing is not just about removing dirt or oil, it's about improving efficiency, reducing maintenance costs, and ensuring product longevity. Now, let me discuss the degreasing powder formulation. The main ingredients are sodium carbonate, is also called washing soda. You can take 30 to 40%. Sodium metasilicate, 10 to 20%. Sodium tripolyphosphate, this is also familiarly called STPP, is around 10 to 15%. Then you can take sodium bicarbonate, that is also known as baking soda. You can take 10 to 15%. Sodium dodecyl sulfate, that is SDS or SLS. This is taken in the range of 5 to 10%. Then you can take some non-ionic surfactant like ethoxylated alcohol, 5 to 10%. Then you can take tetrasodium EDTA. EDTA means ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. You can take around 1 to 5%. Then optionally you can add any fragrance chemical like a pine oil. You can take 0.1 to 0.5%. Then colorant, that is also optional. As desired, you can take that. Now, let us discuss the functions of each ingredient one by one. Sodium carbonate, this acts as builder. It also adjusts the pH. Then it helps in breaking down the grease. So this is a very important ingredient, and that is why you have taken this as a major quantity, around 30 to 40%. And all other are less than 20% or 15%. Sodium metasilicate, its role is to provide alkalinity, that is pH is above 7. And it also acts as a corrosion inhibitor. It enhances cleaning efficiency. So that is why we add sodium metasilicate. Sodium tripolyphosphate, this acts as a sequestrant to soften the water, because you may use the hot water many times. So in that case, you have to soften, because hot water means there will be poor lathering, that is soap formation or foaming will be less. So in that case, in order to soften the water, you can make use of this sodium tripolyphosphate. This prevents scale formation also, and it further enhances cleaning. And then we take sodium bicarbonate. Sodium carbonate is different from sodium bicarbonate. Sodium carbonate is Na2CO3, whereas sodium bicarbonate is NaHCO3. So this is sodium bicarbonate. And this provides mild abrasiveness so that you can further clean the, that is oil or waxy surfaces. It also helps in deodorizing. If there is any bad smell, this will remove. Then sodium dodecyl sulfate, it is a surfactant that helps in emulsifying grease and oil. First of all, you should understand about the oil and grease. Let me consider some component. You have got some greasy spot or dirt. Now we want to remove this with only water. Water is polar, whereas the oil component is non-polar. So how can you expect to remove a non-polar contaminant by using just a polar solvent? So that will be very difficult. So that is why what we take is an additional reagent that is called emulsifier. See, there is oil and water. They are totally immiscible. Let us consider a test tube. Let us take water and oil. So this will be standing as a two layers. But when we take soap, it becomes an emulsion as a single white liquid, milky liquid. So by making an emulsion, we can break down the grease. So this is the concept behind the degreasing action. Usually oil is nothing but long chain fatty acid. For example, you have acetic acid CH3COOH. But when you go on increasing this carbon chain, then it is called fatty acid. And oil is nothing but a triglyceride of long chain fatty acid. So this is fatty acid. Oil is a triglyceride of long chain fatty acid. So triglyceride means what? Glycerol is CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. So this is glycerol. So this glycerol can be esterified by using this carboxylic acid. So let me take a simple CH3 COOH so that the water is removed here. Then it becomes a glyceride. So CH2O CO CH3. This is the monoglyceride. Right? So triglyceride of long chain fatty acid means, so the formula will be like this: CH2O CO and then a long chain. Similarly, CHO C double bond O long chain, CH2O C double bond O long chain. So this is called actually oil. So oil or grease is part will be the dirt or contaminant here. We want to break it. So this cannot be removed just by using water. So that is why we use some alkali to hydrolyze this. So when we use some alkali like sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, we can break down. Okay? So that it becomes the respective salt and this becomes a glycerol so that we can efficiently break down the oil and this becomes an emulsion. So this is the basic concept about the oil and degreasing. Okay? Right. Now let me proceed further. Sodium dodecyl sulfate is a surfactant. Surfactant means wetting agent. It wets the surface so that the grease and oil can be effectively emulsified. Then we had to add non-ionic surfactant also. So this also enhances the cleaning power, cleaning efficiency of any soap or detergent by emulsifying the oil further and also the greases. Then we can add tetrasodium ethylene diamine acetic acid. This is a very good chelating agent and thereby it softens the water. That is, if the water contains any salts, that will remove those salts so that by adding tetrasodium EDTA, we can improve the lathering also, that is the foaming tendency. Then fragrance. If you want to have any pleasant smell, you can add some very good fragrant chemicals. Or also colorants can be added. Now, let us talk about the procedure. Mix dry ingredients in large mixing container. Combine sodium carbonate, sodium metasilicate, sodium tripolyphosphate, and bicarbonate. Then you have to thoroughly mix it. It should be evenly blended. Then you can add surfactant, sodium dodecyl sulfate and non-ionic surfactant. Ensure they are evenly distributed throughout the powder. Then incorporates tetrasodium EDTA. If desired, you can add fragrance and colorant. Mix thoroughly. Now your product is ready for packaging. Okay. So if you've got any doubt, you can contact my WhatsApp number and you can have more details about the formulations of other products also. Thank you very much.